Yes, share your screens and also connect your screen here. गीत टू बंद हो गया. Okay, go ahead.
They say what happens in a bedroom should stay in a bedroom, but our group clearly doesn't believe in keeping any secrets. So I'm here to share a spicy one. We all believe that the key to a good bedroom comfort is having a good aura. And a good bedroom should also have certain hygiene issues in place, which I want to sort out since we have more time. Uh, Please, I'd like to introduce my entire group. I'm Anagha, Helena. So we are the bedroom automation group, and I'd like to take you through how we have come to defining aura in each and every bedroom. As we are in the last season, last episode of our final presentations, I'll just like a little recap. So our original brief was to build bedroom automation for an Indian middle class family. Right? When we went and we discussed this with our users, we had the interviews, and when we interpreted them, we came to five key realizations. One was comfort was non-negotiable in terms of adjusting temperatures. People did not like to go and change temperatures constantly. A bedroom was a sanctum where they could come and relax. It was important that bedroom automation should have a screen which they could interact with, but not necessarily it should be something on their phone. And more importantly, bedroom automation was something which was a perceived luxury. We built our affinity mapping around this. We pushed the knowledge up, and then we came to our main three offerings. Our main three offerings, which included whatever we had captured from the interviews, we decided to place them in three major brackets, which is essential, gold, and premium. Essential would offer all the basic bedroom automation and their ideas. Gold would move to offering hand gestures, air purification, fragrance, and lastly, premium would offer more premium comforts to make sure that you're more relaxed, which would be a mattress which could help you, which you could place and which could help you, just relax and be comfortable in your rooms. These would be obviously at very different price points. These price points we arrived at after interviewing our users, then going back to interior designers, people who put in bedroom automations across different homes, and we came to the final estimates which we had. Next. Then we decided that why don't we run this through a persona, right? So we built the Sharma family composite, and we defined the primary persona as the mother and the wife, Ananya, who's also a school teacher. They have a small home. I would like, I'm not that bad, yeah, thoda sa attention de do. Um, uh, so we came to the conclusion that let us build a primary persona around somebody who operates the family as well as operates the house, and has different touch points during the day. So I just quickly take you through how would a normal day for Ananya look like. So just to reiterate, she is in a family. It's a joint family. She stays with her mother-in-law. She has a small child. She runs the house. She's the teacher. They are living in a 2 BHK, a largely upper middle class family, and they are living in an area around construction. So she gets up in the morning. She has to ensure that her blinds are open where Aura steps in. She has to ensure that the gates are open when her maid comes in. That's where again Aura steps in. When they leave for office, she's often in a rush. She does not want to be worried about how the switches and fans or the other electronics are switched off. There is where Aura steps in. She can do that through her phone. When her mother-in-law is at home, she can possibly use voice and or hand gestures to use music to play bhajans. That is again where Aura steps in. Then during the evening when they come home, since it's a construction heavy area, the air purifier is put on automatically and the temperature is set. That's again where aura sets in. And when they go to sleep, she has to just ensure that her child is safe. So she's not worried about, people, she's not worried about constant control there. And the temperatures manage themselves. That's again where aura steps in. So here it's like she has an assistant who can make her house comfortable for her and she doesn't need to be or step in at each and every place. And that is what good automation should do. Next. Yeah.
Based on our user and our persona, we have sketched out some wireframe interfaces for our app. So, like onboarding page, user account, profile page, home page, bedroom page, individual bedroom page, automation page. So these are the basic wireframes we have created before user testing.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly go back. Just Helena, 1 minute if you could go back to. So there were a few questions when we built these wireframes and we decided to go for user testing, which we wanted to that the users answer. So we went back to the users and we told them that this is how that we have built the page. And can you go to the next two slides and I'll just quickly next after that. Yeah. So one of the methods that we used for evaluating in terms of user testing was three. First, we did a prototype testing, and based on the prototype testing, we did a semi-structured interview. We took them through the entire app. We saw what their reactions to it were. We noted their questions. We identified, acha, this is where they are having problems. We probed further on the problems. And lastly, we assigned them certain tasks for them to navigate through the app. Now, behind this, what were our intentions, right? Can you go back to the slide? Yeah. We wanted to answer some basic questions that does it reflect what they had in mind in terms of a home automation system when we were sort of interviewing them, that this is what I would want. Were the automation controls easily accessible or were they still finding it difficult? Were the features most importantly considered essential by the users? You have to understand that we came from a place where home automation was considered as a luxury. So to break that barrier, it was important that our entire wireframe should be something easy and should be something that they consider as something essential. Did they understand there are two places and we will focus further on this on how you build routines like we had taken for Ananya, there is an evening routine, there's a morning routine, there's a night routine. So did they understand how we build that? Were the security flows intuitive because security is a trust factor and you're placing trust in a system which is automated and it's a machine? And did they understand the additional features? I will quickly take you through this. So the insights which we received, we clubbed in these 5 major baskets, there were some functions which were missing from the home screen. They needed more home details. And Helena will cover this further as we take you through the revised wireframes. Most importantly, there were certain new features which they requested. They expressed that beyond the home automation, thoda mil jata hai, ungli do to हाथ चाहिए वैसे ही होम ऑटोमेशन के साथ बाथरूम ऑटोमेशन भी चाहिए था. They requested kitchen automation also, and kitchen automation is something which has a lot of devices. So if that could be automated,
8 minutes done. 7 minutes.
A dedicated 24-hour summary screen, because as Indians we are very cognizant about the electricity. So we want to know how much electricity have the appliances used in the previous day. Next 3. Basis the inputs we received, we categorize them into 3 types. This is a sort of sprint for those who have done it. We categorize into the top priority, the 4 functions we need to bring in our current home automation module. Then the medium priority, something not that we immediately need to target, but we could do it possibly in a phased out manner in the next 6 months. And low priority is something which we could choose it possibly in a year or, when our first top and medium priority items are sorted. I'll quickly take you through this. Top priority included adding fans, appliance control, multiple biometric enrollment. Medium priority included mattress automation, fragrance or scent, which was in gold because I think people like that a lot. And low priority included something like, workstation automation, smart charging schedules, and moreover, a community where they could come and they could, discuss if they wanted to, talk about some online help, some FAQs, and they could exchange notes. Next.
Yeah, so I'll take it from here. So after we did our user testing, there were certain things which worked for them. There were certain changes that they proposed. So I'll just quickly take you all through the changes. So initially there were some aspects of this that were missing. We did not have like an upfront button automation. We did not have something for smart fan. Also, the most important feature where the AC turns off in the middle of the night and the fan turns on, that was missing. So this was something that was added. Moving on to the automations page, there were features missing for the sound, for the scent diffusion, and most importantly, the smart mattress, the massage mattress. So we've also given different intensity levels, and we made this more visible on our automation page. We've given it more visibility so people can easily navigate through it. When it came to our room findings, there were these custom routines which we had built, but there was no option to edit them. So, they were just a little lost. They like, what is included in these routines. If you can just mention that on the dashboard, as well as, there's an option to manage them. So that's something that we had added. And there was also feedback from certain users where they wanted the devices to be added to the automation app. So we gave an option for that as well. Then when it came to the security section findings, it was all over the place. So we had our most important security feature right below the navigation bar. And then the rest were somewhere down, they were lost on the page. So we had gotten this feedback that it has to be more consolidated. So we added a common widget for security where everything comes under it. Most importantly, the child monitoring followed by the door entry lock, window locks, and the curtains. And then when it came to the onboarding flow findings, we were given this feedback that they should be able to add multiple users. So we added an option for that. And then we had a separate page for grant permissions, but they wanted that to be clubbed together because they thought that it's an important thing to look at when they're setting up the profile. So that's something that was added here. And also we are giving a physical device to our customers. They wanted to pair the device with the app. So that's also another screen that we created to pair the, I'll just quickly take you through the design guidelines now. We are making this app we want to make it more luxury, more premium. So that's the reason why we've used violet, since that's often associated with luxury. So that's our primary color. However, we want the overall app to be soothing, to be calm, because that's the whole point of the app. So we've used neutral colors. We've used sky blue. We've used whites and other neutral colors to design this whole thing. And we use a sans serif font so that it's easily legible. Yeah. And this is just the overall look of the final design. So we have two modes, light mode and dark mode, based on whatever the users prefer. And then
So that is okay. Coming.
So
It's okay. Fine.
so this is the overall how the wireframe looks. So I'll do now so that. Yeah, and I just wanted to add one or two points to this. So what we've done is, we've introduced the collapsible widgets. So if you see over here, to just reduce the visual load, we've used these collapsible widgets so that only when you click on gold, you can see all the details, and then the rest of them are kind of collapsed so that there's less visual load on your customer. And we've also used toggle buttons everywhere for the customization so that it's just easy for them to access. I think Aman and Sneha can take on to the rest.
How completing the setup, yeah, so they can on the home screen they will be their master bedroom screen where a lot of spaces are added, and so if they go to a specific space, all kinds of automations are added, the temperature control and the fan control. And then
And also we added them the presence that they would like to see. So like temperature was the most important automation. So we added that on the top and then followed by the rest.
Within the automation section, we have all kinds of automation way about. For the smart trackers, what kind of intensity we want, we can control from here, and we can add other automation devices as well. We could provide, showcase how, what kind of package we have, what kind of plan we are offering for.
If they want to move between plans, that they can also do that. Like,
Now, I think that makes sense.
In addition to that, we have always prioritized having a physical setup because that was the goal, right? Reduce cognitive load, to make it easier for people to just control things and be away from their phone. So the hub is that physical touch point from where you have seamless integration across all our services. And over here, we basically outlined what technology we're implementing so as to automate our curtains, our lighting, child monitoring, the air quality, and everything. I think the next slide is more pertinent. Our learnings from this project is basically the first one, the problem you think you're solving is really the whole problem. This is how our original brief evolved into the brief that we now have. We went into bedroom solutions. Everything is super holistic now. It's touching every problem point that we have. Users already have workarounds. We looked at the artifacts, the culture that they have, and we solved for that. Reliability is more important than features. Through our contextual interviews, we understood that smart solutions within the Indian ecosystem, even if it has a single point of failure and it's not reliable, then the whole thing just gets dished away. The research is only good at the questions that you don't ask. This is the observation that we picked up, and a product for India needs to be designed in India, not adapted for it. So we can't just take something that exists in the West and then plug and play, because we have that explosion, we have the family systems and everything. So we designed holistically for this environment.
Thank you. Time.
thank you.
Thank you. Almost on time. So next group is photo sharing 1. And then we will do appointments 3 after that, and then take a break, right? So appointments 3, your group, right? Which is the appointments 3 group? Okay, you guys are ready. So we'll do that. And then after the break, we'll have 5 more. Okay. So this is